What's going on, great people? Today, we're going to talk about political maturity. Now, political maturity is really lacking today in America. And I don't know if it's because the tribalism between our politics have gotten so extreme, or if the hatred and division that is constantly being pushed 24/7, 365 by legacy mainstream media is the sole culprit. Now, when it comes to political maturity, political maturity is almost in the same bucket as maturity, just being a mature adult. Once you become mature as an adult, you no longer need your parents or any outside influences to direct your footsteps or to direct your path. You're able to have self-discipline and use your discernment to figure out the best decisions to make. Like, we all know there's a right and a wrong, and we know that there are plenty of truths and lies. And with our discernment, you can pretty much tell what's the truth and what is a lie. When it comes to politics, you have to tune out all of the extra noise, sort of say. You have to tune out all of the BS, all of the theatrics from both sides. Even like on the right and on the left. You have the right, you have with Trump. He may say a lot of outlandish things, and he may tweet a lot, post memes, and whatever. Theatrics. And then you have the left, who's constantly fear mongering and trying to create this victim mentality amongst society, and constantly playing the racial politics and using people's skin colors and their culture, and seeking to and their sexuality, to where it's like they're breaking up little individual groups in order to conquer the entire landscape of their base. So you have the LGBTQ, you have the climate change people, you have the free Palestine people, you have the black people, of course. Um, all right, something I had to do with the mic, but we're back. Yeah, you have all those different groups, and the Democrats love to play to their emotions. It's not like they're actually working to help these people. They're playing to their emotions, and in order to, as a Democrat, in order to have a base to actually campaign to, they have to keep their base in a state of victimhood, in a state of rage, and they have to keep chaos going. That's their campaigning strategies. That's their whole focus, is to keep chaos going. Just like with crime in these black cities and in these Democrat cities, it's like they monetize the crime, right? Because they're not doing anything to solve it. They don't believe in law and order. They don't believe in closed borders or anything, right? So when it comes to, kind of got off topic there, but when it comes to political maturity, and I'm speaking from a black perspective because I can only speak from my perspective, right? As a black man within the black community, we're accustomed to seeing black people just be diehard Democrats, right? And they really can't even explain why they're Democrats. It's just, anything with a D beside the name. It's time to go vote for them. But yet nobody's getting anything from this party. This party isn't doing anything for black people. It's just for the entire duration of the Democratic Party getting the overwhelming percentage of black votes. They haven't done anything, right? Every year it's the same thing. Fighting for your rights, fighting for we're gonna prevent slavery or whatever dumb shit they be talking about. And black people fall for it almost every single time, right? It's like they're stuck in this trance, like a spell has been cast upon black people, right? So all of us as individuals, not a collective. That's another thing we have to stop. Once you become mature, you're no longer a part of a collective. You're yourself, and you're making these decisions to guide your own life and to better your life. You're an individual. You're not a collective. Nobody is going to come out here and do things for you or work for you or give you anything. It's not going to happen. You're an individual. You have to work for yourself. So as an individual, you have to have the same mindset when it comes down to voting, because your vote it's your right, and your vote only belongs to you. So when we're around people, this includes family, friends, influencers. When these people are saying, when the election cycles come around and these people are saying, oh, it's time to go vote, 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 time to go vote for the Democrats, I want you to ask yourself, why am I voting for a Democrat? Am I a Democrat? Ask yourself this. Then go look at their policies. What do they represent? The LGBTQ, transgenderism, open borders, healthcare for illegal immigrants, no law and order. Crime is running rampant in all of their cities, especially the black majority areas. Like it's nothing that the Democratic Party is doing. And I'm not saying the Republican Party is the best, but the Republican Party is, in my opinion, more common sense than the Democratic Party. Republican Party wants to close the borders. They want to cut taxes. They want to get all of the illegal immigrants, undocumented immigrants off of the health care. They want the able-bodied people, the people that can work, to get off of welfare, get off of SNAP, and get off of all these government assistance programs. Go get a job, get back in the workforce, do for yourself, become an individual and regain your freedom from the government, right? While you have look at the left and the Democrats, it's like they're now embracing socialism, which is a system that is more tied to the government. The government is becoming more of the overseer and dictator of one's life, redistributing wealth. Of course, there's going to be higher taxes because that's the only way they can fund their ideology and their agendas, by taxing people, not just the rich. The rich can't fund the bill by themselves. They'll tell you that, oh, we're going to tax the rich first. Well, we're going to tax the rich. We're going to tax the corporations, but eventually it's going to trickle down. Everyone is getting taxed across the board. So we're going to see how this thing turns out in New York. But back to being politically mature, you have to question things, right? Do you believe in abortions, right? If so, cool. Up to what month should it be cut off? Should it be up to the baby's born, getting ready to be born? At that point, you have a little human being in your body. So what are your values? Do you value entrepreneurship, getting out, starting your own business, creating your own company? Do you want closed borders? Like, what is it? So when you're politically mature, you're just not going to the polling places and blindly voting for a Democrat or a Republican. Neither party belongs to anyone. These are parties, political parties. They're not owned by anyone, right? So Your parents take you, or you take you around your friends, or and everybody is looking at you like, oh, and don't be afraid to be the one person that stands out. Like, okay, I'm not cool with what this party represents, so I can't give my vote to them. I can't do it. Don't be afraid of their reactions. And if you're afraid of their reaction, then what does that say about your relationship? If you're afraid of a person's reaction over your vote, right? So have some clips, man, we can check out. Let's see which one I want to play first, since we're on the topic of political maturity. Let's check out this clip of this lady interviewing people at the recent No Kings protest, right? And this goes back to being politically mature. It goes to protesting as well. If you don't even know what you're protesting for, why are you even out there? What are you doing? Are you just out there for the thrill of it, just to have an experience, or are you protesting because you truly feel passionate about certain things?
Okay guys, we're here as a Christian conservative at a No Kings rally, and we're gonna have some conversations with people and see why they believe President Trump is putting their freedom in danger. I'm a Christian, so I love Jesus, and I also happen to love President Trump. I was wondering, you're at the No Kings protest today, I was wondering how President Trump has put your freedom in jeopardy.
I wouldn't say my freedom's in jeopardy.
Yeah.
So what are you protesting?
So whose freedom's in? Why are you out here at the No Kings protest, I guess?
Sorry.
I was wondering, what has President Trump done to put your freedom in danger?
We have I think that he has done so by sorry, we weren't expecting to be on.
Like, you're not cute.
That's what I'm saying. No political maturity whatsoever. Just useful idiots gathered together, coming together because some elitist leftist billionaire manufactured a protest across the nation, getting all these people together, and they don't even know what they're protesting. They don't even know why they're out there. But they know that they dislike Trump, and half the time, they don't even know why they dislike Trump.
This isn't funny. Oh, you're so sweet.
Wild, right? Wild. And that's what I'm talking about with being politically mature, right? If you're going to go out there and protest something, you need to be sure of it, right? You need to be sure of it. You need to be able to explain why you're protesting it, right? It's just like getting an interview for a job. They're going to bring you in. They're going to ask you, okay, so why do you feel like you're the best fit, right? If you haven't done any research on the job, you don't know what position you apply for. Now you're sitting there with this dumb blank look on your face, and you can't even explain why you want the job. It's insane. And we have another one I want to let you guys see. This is for the black people that are still politically immature.
Ready to read the truths in the real black agenda?
Whether they're ready or not, here it is.
Was there any part of the book that you hesitated to write because you didn't want to be offensive?
It's not even about being offensive. I hesitated to talk about the fact that we're in bed with the Democratic Party and we ain't got nothing for it. The only time you ever see these folks is when they come to New Birth because it's their birthday, or they want to stand around and dance with pudgy ass Worrell and Martin and do some horrible ass dance. You never see them do anything effectively in the black community. The same people who you say are racist are not the only racist. Joe Biden was mentored by Strom Thurmond. racist. He was mentored by Robert Byrd and eulogized him. Robert Byrd was a Klansman, but he reformed because that type of deep-seated racism over 100 some odd years just magically goes away. He said that he didn't want people growing up in a racial jungle. And so when you tell black people anything bad about Democrats, they're like, oh Lord, no, you best not say nothing about Bill Clinton. You best not say nothing about Master Biden. And oh Lord, don't come for Barack. And it's just like, okay, when Trayvon Martin died, what did Barack do? He could have been my son. And then he walked his ass right back in the White House.
So I guess the question that I have for you is,
and the only reason he said that Trayvon could have been his son, it wasn't because that he really meant that. It's because that he wanted to stoke anger and hatred, and he used Trayvon Martin as a prop for his his agitation and propaganda push. He didn't really care about Trayvon Martin. Just like the left doesn't really care about George Floyd. But they use these situations and these people as props to further their agendas, because they know majority of Americans are emotion-based and they're not politically mature. They can't set aside their feelings and use their discernment to see what's being done to them and what's being used against them.
because I listen, I'm on the same page. How do we get the black community to wake up and kind of wean away from the Democrat community? I feel like it's coming in small numbers, but for the most part, and my own family members, my older family members, they really was like feeling some type of way when I told them that I didn't want to vote Democrat. Like, it's like they feel like our older black family members feel like just because we're black, we have to vote Democrat. Like we have to.
So the same baby boomers in the first half of
like I said earlier, your parents, if you're a young adult, let's say, even if you are still staying with your parents, right? Your vote is your vote. Your beliefs are your beliefs. Yeah, your parents may have rules and guidelines and whatever around the house, and yeah, follow them, honor your parents, respect your parents. Don't disrespect them. But when it comes to your vote, you still have your beliefs because you're an individual, right? So you don't have to allow your parents to dictate who you vote for, and neither should parents be trying to use that against their children or any other family members or any friends. There should not be any ill feelings when it comes down to voting. That's another sign of political immaturity, getting upset at someone else's beliefs, which we've gotten so far into that as Americans to where now it seems like other people's beliefs are offensive. How are we getting to this point, and why is this allowed to happen? To where a difference of opinion, a difference of belief is now an issue in America. People call it dangerous speech. Dangerous to who? Are these times so soft and sensitive that people can't even withstand someone's difference of opinion? It's a part of free speech. Free speech, you have free speech and free beliefs. It doesn't matter if my belief system differ from yours and you're offended or upset about my beliefs. That has nothing to do with me, and neither should you concern yourself with my beliefs to the point to where you're letting it anger you and enrage you to the point that you want to get violent or cancel someone or call someone's job or any of this outlandish thinking that people are now accustomed to doing.
Gen Xers that got us in this mess are now talking about they're upset. You gave us this world. You let them run wild. You let them run ragged, do whatever they want. You didn't ask for anything. We live in a country that is not a democracy. We live in a constitutional republic. The founding fathers never wanted.
Thank you. We do not live in a democracy. where the mob rules, where the elites rule and overturns and just shits on the minority. We do not live in a democracy. We live in a constitutional republic where we have the Constitution dictating the law of the land, and we get a voice in all of our representatives. We get to vote them into office. Same way we get to vote the president into office. This is a constitutional republic. So I'm sick of Democrats saying, "Oh, a threat to democracy. He's ruining the democracy." What democracy? The people voted for him. He's the duly elected president. What democracy is he ruining?
Any type of democracy, because for those of you who spent no time in third grade civics, democracy means the majority rules. The founding fathers didn't want that. They wanted to keep their landmass slave owning game going. And so if you understand that this is not about a democracy, you got more control over who's WWE champion than you do who's president. So at some point, you got to understand all the boomers need to go. Go sit down, hang it up. You ruined us. Now we got to fix this mess. Here's the thing. Gay people. I didn't say nothing yet. Gay people have representatives on both sides of the aisle. If you think I'm lying, explain Bruce. I'm sorry, Caitlyn Jenner. Hispanics have people on both sides of the aisle. Who's the Chinese American leader? You don't know who they are. You want to know why? They too busy running Chinatown, and it doesn't matter how many conglomerates I put up. It doesn't matter how many businesses I acquire. I can't buy an inch of land in Chinatown, but yet and still you got Chinese people giving you chicken wings covered in MSG. You got Korean people doing your nails, putting gel in it. You realize gel manicures just got banned in the UK? You got Indians and Ethiopian people giving you Dunkin' Donuts. They tell you there's no money in the hood, but McDonald's don't build nothing that is not a profit center. So why there's so many McDonald's in the hood? They convince you that the hood was the problem, but the problem is the hood has not woken up to what's really happening. And so I don't really give a rat's ass. If you go independent and you say, give me something for my vote. Are you dating? Are you messing with somebody right now? Have you seen somebody recently?
Who, me?
You. I'm talking to you.
You mean like am I married?
No, I know you're not married, but I mean, are you seeing somebody? Have you seen somebody before?
I'm not married.
Have you been on a date before?
Yes.
Okay. Did you just say, you know what, skip the date, we just gonna go home? No, you want to make sure that this person is invested in you, cares about you, you want to know how they act. But you're treating your political future and your community's future like a one-night stand, and you too horny to do anything about it. And what do? They come along and they fuck you. Excuse my language, but that's the only way I can say it.
Well,
You mean the Democratic Party? They come along.
The Democratic Party knows that y'all not going nowhere. That's why they were so big on these illegals, because they want to get a second voter base.
Boom. 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 Not only is it this is the longest one night stand I've ever seen, right? One night stand, man, you're one and done. You're out of there. You don't keep going back, right? And that, once again, that goes with your level of maturity, right? When you're with someone on a date, sure, as an adult, you get to say, hey, yeah, let's go have a one night stand. Let's do that. Let's do this. Or you get to say, we're going to take it slow. We're going to get to know each other a little bit more, a little bit longer. And, some may even choose, you need to, get checked up before we even think about doing anything. And, that's your level of maturity. And you're able to discern the other person's level of maturity as well by the types of conversations you guys have or the habits, right? You can tell if a person is mature or not, or if they're childish, if they're no good. Use that same level of discernment when it comes to politics and everything else, of course, but when it comes to politics and your voice, use that same level of discernment, right? It's no different than dating. Use that same level of discernment, man. Increase your political maturity. Don't just go for the people like Jasmine Crockett. They come on stage and they come to your neighborhoods and they say, oh man, the Republicans are racist, and the KKK and white supremacists, racist, the black struggle. How many times have you heard that? At some point in time, you're gonna have to wake up and say, "Oh man, you're full of shit. You're pulling my leg. You're lying to me." Right? What's your hidden agenda? Why are you lying to me repeatedly? If you're dating a person and you know that they're filling you in with some bullshit and they're lying to you, what are you gonna do? You're gonna break it off. You're gonna get the hell on. These people lie 24/7 and they use propaganda with their mainstream media. It's a machine. So if you're not going to deal with it from a person that you're dating, don't deal with it from a politician or a political party. Now this is the last clip I want you guys to see. We're just going to show you. I'm just showing you guys why you need to be politically mature.
Because we believe in no kings but Christ and human rights and liberation for everyone, including the unborn. Let's see if they agree. Thoughts on human rights?
I'm sorry, what? I didn't hear you.
Do you support human rights
Yes, of course.
for everybody?
Yes, of course.
Gotcha. Even people in the womb?
Well, it all depends on if they're actually a baby or not.
Gotcha. Science says they are.
Well, it depends on what science you're talking about.
96% of
Picking
all
and choosing.
biologists, according to the NIH. We believe in human rights.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, for everybody?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Even the unborn?
I guess.
Cool. So you guys are against abortion then?
No, I'm pro-choice.
Really?
Yeah.
So the unborn don't get rights?
Well, I wouldn't say that the unborn are real people. They're just not born yet.
Gotcha. Well, what makes someone a real person?
Not real people.
I'm not sure.
Don't even know.
Hey guys, thoughts on human rights?
Human rights seem like a good idea.
Yeah, I think so too. For everybody?
Definitely.
Yeah, including the unborn?
Yeah.
A hard question?
That's an interesting question, isn't it?
What's interesting about
So,
it?
yes? No? Babies get rights?
I think, like all other rights, they need to be balanced.
Really? With
Wow.
what?
Now all of a sudden they need to be balanced.
What rights do you have?
Well, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, I think, are the primary ones, with life being the first.
In this current environment?
Sorry?
Yes.
Do all people have that right?
They should, yeah.
Name some that don't.
The unborn.
How about anyone else?
Yeah, anybody whose life is taken unjustly. You disagree?
I think an unborn life is a complicated life.
Yeah, well, aren't all human lives complicated?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And don't we all deserve rights?
We all deserve to live in a context which includes rights for ourselves and rights for others.
Complicated answer to a simple question, but thank you guys. Thoughts on human rights?
When your
think about
so-called
human
level
rights?
of intellect exceeds your
Thoughts
common
on human
sense,
rights, guys?
these are the type of answers you
Thoughts
get.
on human rights?
I'm all for them.
Yeah, me too.
Especially now, right?
Yeah. For everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the unborn?
An unborn what?
Unborn in the womb. Yeah, no rights for them. Excuse me, guys. What do you guys think about human rights?
What? I'm sorry, what was the question?
Human rights. What do you think about them?
We're in favor of them.
Awesome, me too. For everybody?
Yes.
Gotcha. How about the unborn?
Let's see, what,
where are you
what,
from? I see your cross there. I don't think we should.
Why? Because of the cross?
No, because we probably have different opinions, and I don't want to talk.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you, guys. Hey,
Oh,
guys.
man.
Thoughts on human rights?
Insane.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, sweet. Me too. For everybody, right?
Yes.
No
Gotcha.
kings, no
Yeah,
Trump
including the
takeover.
unborn?
No.
Yeah, great answer. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you guys.
Let's go back down this way. Hey, excuse me. Thoughts on human rights?
We love them. I would love to see more of them in America. I miss them.
Yeah,
You
me
missed
too.
them.
Which ones do you
But
miss?
yet-
Um,
you missed them, but yet you're out there in the comfort of good clothing, like a nice jacket. You're free to protest. Probably gonna hop back in your car and go to your nice neighborhood and open your fridge up, and your fridge is full of good food, and you have money in your bank account, right? But yet you claim that you're missing freedoms. Freedoms from what? What freedoms are you missing?
I more so miss the general consensus that like women should have rights to their bodies,
What?
and we shouldn't deport people, and we should just treat others with like kindness and respect.
We shouldn't deport illegal immigrants, a lot of whom are criminals that broke into this country. And you say we shouldn't. What right is that? When did that right get taken away? Oh, my bad. During Joe Biden's 4 years, when the borders were just wide open, and we had millions on millions on millions on millions of people just crossing into this country, unvetted, unchecked, criminals, rapists, terrorists, gang members, drug traffickers, human traffickers, all just pouring into the country. Yeah. Rights. Bring those rights back. Right.
So
Me too, yeah. Especially babies, I think.
yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be great if we had any standards at all right now. So yeah.
Yeah, but tragically, we're killing 3,000 babies every single day in America through abortion. You against that?
I'm pro-abortion. Actually, I think that a woman has the right to choose. So
Well, I thought we agreed we shouldn't kill babies.
I don't think that
Oh,
abortion is
wow.
killing babies. I think that
These
it just
people's
depends on where you
minds
draw the
are
line in the
corrupted,
sand.
bro.
So.
Where do you draw
They're
it? Where does life
corrupted.
have value?
I think we should probably go.
Freedom means choice.
Corrupted.
Freedom means choice, you guys. Freedom means choice.
Choice to do what?
This is not for you.
I love to interview you, brother.
Freedom means I said what I needed to say. Goodbye.
Does
These
that,
people are evil,
does
bro.
that
They're
include the
wicked.
choice to commit murder?
Freedom means choice. We're now theocracy. Do you get that? We're now theocracy.
You guys are against murder, right?
Bye.
No? Not against murder.
Freedom means
All right.
choice.
Just any
I
choice.
thought
at
these
all.
people were supposed to be tolerant,
Freedom means choice.
Right.
but yet
Everyone
they're not
has
tolerant
autonomy
of
to not
anyone
be killed,
else's
I think.
beliefs
Freedom means choice.
but their own.
You have no argument. You have. Stop taking rights away. Get out of here.
All right. It's been a pleasure.
Freedom means choice.
Very eloquent interviews. That was great.
Choice. Freedom means choice. Freedom means choice. Now theocracy.
It's like a crowd of like the Walking Dead zombies, but they're alive, but at the same time they're not. They're blind. They're just living in lies and they're
Very
delusion.
Good. Then don't give me those signs. Don't give me those signs.
All the way. And I think a lot of people didn't want to stay.
Leaving No King San Francisco, and everybody right here behind me believes in human rights for everyone, except one group. Take a guess which one. What do you think?
Why did men a few decades ago look this old in their
Yeah. Like I said, man, you have to be politically mature, bro. If you're not, you're gonna fall for anything. You're gonna be taken advantage of, and at the same time, you're gonna think that you're actually making the right choice. You're gonna think that you're actually fighting for the greater good, but you're just being used. You're someone's dupe. If you can't come to the point of analyzing both sides, right? If you can't even do that, if you can't even think about looking at the other side's policies, look at what's being done. If you can't cut through the lies and use your discernment to cut through the constant propaganda and agitation methods and lies of legacy media like CNN, MSNBC, it's the same faces that they constantly put on TV, man. Cut through all of the noise from your families, from your friends, from the media, from social media influences, because they're all over the place. It's a war of information going on. Don't get caught up in the trap, man. Become politically mature. And it's one more I want to show you guys. It's one more. Hold on 1 second. It's one more. It's one more. Then we're out of here. Yeah, we're out of here.
Is in a strategic position. Either way you go, that's who gets it. You're in a position to determine who go to the White House and who stay in the doghouse. You're the one who has that power. You can keep Johnson in Washington, D.C., or you can send him back to his Texas cotton patch. You're the one who sent Kennedy to Washington. You're the one who put the present Democratic administration in Washington, D.C. The whites were evenly divided. It was the fact that you threw 80% of your votes behind the Democrats that put the Democrats in the White House. When you see this, you can see that the Negro vote is the key factor. And despite the fact that you are in a position to be the determining factor, what do you get out of it? The Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. only because of the Negro vote. They've been down there 4 years. And all other legislation they wanted to bring up, they brought it up and gotten it out of the way, and now they bring up you. And now they bring up you. You put them first and they put you last. Because you're a chump.
You're a chump. You're a chump.
A political chump.
A political chump.
In Washington, D.C., in the House of Representatives, there are 257 who are Democrats. Only 177 are Republicans. In the Senate, there are 67 Democrats. Only 33 are Republicans. The party that you back controls 2/3 of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and still they can't keep their promise to you because you're a chump.
Because you're a chump.
Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government, and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you are dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
Not only are you a chump, but you're a traitor to your race by continuing to vote for the same party that's oppressing you.
They try and pass the buck to the Dixiecrats. Now, back during the days when you were blind, deaf, and dumb, ignorant, politically immature, naturally you went along with that. But today, as your eyes come open and you develop political maturity, you're able to see and think for yourself. And you can see that a Dixiecrat is nothing but a Democrat in disguise.
Wake up, people. Wake up. Wake up. Become politically mature. Use the same maturity that you've developed in your life as an individual. Transfer that same maturity to your politics. Y'all get in the comment section, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Hit the like button if you want to. Subscribe if you want. I'm out.